Hi, I'm Rob Trube, founder of Strategy Simple, and I'm working with Deborah Richmond from TechBuzz on a new product called the Social Media Focus Plan. The Social Media Focus Plan is a tool to create a social media marketing plan for your business, complete with goals and objectives, strategies, and action plans for success. And the best part, it's all on a single page. And you can typically write it in less time than it takes to go to a movie. Now look, there are a lot of reasons to use social media in your business, and it seems like the media is just hammering us every day, talking about Facebook and Twitter. I mean, even the major networks are using and posting their stuff on YouTube. So are you using social media in your business yet? If you're like most of the businesses that we've met, maybe you're dabbling in it. Maybe you think it's just for the big brands or for the big technology companies. Or maybe you just don't know where to start. But I'll tell you this much, everyone that we talk to asks us why should they start using social media? I mean, what can it really do for them and their business? Look, I totally understand. So in this quick presentation, I'm going to talk about what we believe, and so do a lot of other people, are the top 5 benefits of social media for business. So with that said, let's get started. So these are what we believe are the top 5 benefits of social media. But before we get started, there's one thing that we really have to cover. And that is, what is the number one reason, the real number one reason for using social media in your business? Well, it's really to build a relationship with your customers and your potential customers. Now, you may ask, why is that important? Well, the real reason for social media in your business is to get a relationship built with people, because people do business with people that they know, they like, and they trust. That's the whole point. With social media, you can build a relationship with your customers and your prospects to get them to do business with you. So now I'm going to cover really the top 5 benefits once you've begun that relationship of what you can expect. So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by listing the benefits, and then I'm going to break them down into what they mean for your business. The first one is personal impressions, or what I like to call eyeballs on offers. The next is increased traffic, both online and offline. The third is customer service and feedback, and that's a good one because it really scares a lot of people. The fourth one is lead generation, and the fifth one is market intelligence. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to start out with personal impressions. Personal impressions basically means, eyeballs on offers. And if you stop and think about that, that's really kind of the whole point of when you make an offer to somebody. Look, if you've ever purchased billboard advertising, radio advertising, or newspapers, they all talk about impressions, meaning how many people are going to see your ad, your offer, or your promotion. But the real challenge with traditional media like newspapers, billboards, and radio ads is that, well, they're just flat out impersonal. They're not personalized. They're just kind of cold. Well, with social media like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, well, your impressions, they're more personal as they're posted on your customers or your fans' walls, or they're passed along via tweets or retweets, or they're from your connections. Now, this is a big deal as people trust our information far more when it comes from someone that they know. So versus a newspaper ad or a billboard, your impressions are personal because they're passed to multiple friends via the social media networks. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is what I call the concept of exponential personal impressions. Now, you may be thinking, Rob, what is that? Well, it's really the concept of impressions going through network multiplication. So let's just say that you get 200 likes in Facebook for your offer or your post. Well, it goes to those 200 fans. Well, but here's where it gets really interesting, because you see the average Facebook user has about 100 friends. So when you post your offer and they like it, it goes on their walls and their friends see it. So that means that your offer, your post, will be seen by about 20,000 sets of eyeballs. Now, I have a throwback video clip that really explains this really well, and I'm going to kind of date myself when I show this, but this is kind of the whole concept of network multiplication.
2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends, now you got it, and so on, and so on, and so on.
All right, so that was from Fabergé Organic Shampoo, but they were really leaders and kind of and visionaries as far as the concept of network multiplication, because they tell two friends and they tell two friends. So that's really it. So, if you think about it, that can do a lot for your brand or your reputation or whatever it is that you want to call it. Now, the next feature that I'm going to talk about of increased traffic kind of ties in with impressions, and it has its own sets of benefits. You see, if more people see your ad or your offer, well, what do you think the goal is? Well, then you want them to visit your website or come into your place of business, right? Well, with social media marketing, it's exactly the same. Because it doesn't matter if we're online, what I call clicks, or offline bricks. If you're online, increased traffic to your site is going to help you with your search engine rankings. And if you're doing e-commerce, then it should lead to more sales. If you're a bricks and mortar establishment, then getting them in the door will lead to the same thing. And from all the businesses I know, getting people in the door is a pretty big challenge. But once you get them in, you've got a higher chance of obviously selling them something. Now, the next feature, customer service and feedback, is pretty scary to a lot of people. And we've all heard that, the horror stories about negative posts and companies getting slammed with videos on YouTube or flamed on Twitter. Now, that is possible, but it's usually not the norm. If you have a grumpy customer, then you need to take care of it. Whether they're voicing it online or off, they're influencing a perception of your company. And by addressing that issue, if it is voiced online, it'll show people that see it that you're reputable and that you take care of your problems and your complaints. But see, the question is what about positive feedback? You want them to see that too. I know I do. The easiest way to think about it is that positive feedback is a testimonial for your business, and that the people posting it are really telling all their friends about your business. Now, that's a real power of social media, and I think it's probably one of the biggest benefits. The next concept I'm going to talk about in the benefit is lead generation. And one of the biggest challenges for every business on the planet is generating leads or potential customers and a consistent customer base. With social media marketing, you're able to get people to see your business, introduce you and your business to them. They get to see your personality and decide if they're interested in doing business with you. Now, it's essentially like handing them your business card. Well, and if they do business, if they are interested, you're going to be able to tell, because if they like your business on Facebook or follow you on Twitter or linked you on LinkedIn or subscribe to your feed from your blog, well, essentially, they're really raising their hand and saying, I want to do business with you. Now, that's some pretty powerful lead generation, because the leads are qualified like none others before. Well, how can I say that? It's because they qualified themselves, because they raised their hand. The final thing I'm talking about is market intelligence. Now, market intelligence means learning what's going on in your marketplace. What are your customers and your prospects talking about? What are they tired of? What do they like? Now, think about what you could do with that kind of information, because it's kind of like having a crystal ball. I mean, you'd be able to identify new product or service opportunities and create ultra-targeted marketing efforts using your customers and prospects' own words. Well, and you'd be able to tell them what you have to offer, because what you're offering was really their idea. Now, that's called using the voice of customer, and it is like the holy grail of marketing. So, that's really it. So let's go ahead and review the top 5 benefits of social media in your business. Again, there's personal impressions, increased traffic, customer service and feedback, lead generation, and market intelligence. Okay, so that's it. Those are what we believe are 5 pretty compelling benefits to social media in your business. Look, we hope you enjoyed the presentation. Again, I'm Rob Trube with Strategy Simple, and I'm working with Deborah Richmond of TechBuzz on our new product, the Social Media Focus Plan. Look, if you're going to use social media in your business, you're going to need a plan. The Social Media Focus Plan will help you create your own customized plan on a single page in less time than it takes to go to a movie. So look, be sure to sign up with your name and email over there on the form so that we can be sure to let you know when we launch. You really won't want to miss it. Thanks again.